Okay, so in this tutorial, I want to show you how to create viral content. And before we get into this, I also want to make a correction of the word virality, because I feel like the word viral is overrated. Like, it's sure, if you get a ton of likes, you get a ton of eyeballs, it's great, but what you want to do is the engagements, okay? We want to focus more on the engagements, and usually if you have a viral content, like a lot of great engagement content can lead you into sales, okay, conversions. So that's what we'll be focusing on. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a way that I do it, and usually it will lead to very good results, great engagement. And I like to call this piggyback on what's already working out there, piggyback on a well-performing content. It could be other people's content. Um, and then let me just turn on Do Not Disturb. Some people call this stitch. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. So I'm gonna share my screen first, and then uh, I'm gonna share my screen on my phone. So let's do this. Share on MacBook Pro, and now you should see my mobile phone share screen. So here's an example. Okay, this one right here is a lady crying because she had to go back to work after giving birth. And this just ties back to my niche really well. Going back to work after having my baby. And this one, so what I do is basically I stitch the beginning of this part, and then she's just so depressed, so sad. And then I get into a talking head video and explaining why it is going against human nature to separate a mom and a baby. And that seems to be very common in the corporate world. We normalize it. And I just basically lead into start digital marketing, have your own freedom that way. So this, if you look at the insights, this content I have 2.9 thousand likes, 322 comments, 245 shares, and 599 saves. When you scroll down and you look at the bottom here, I have gained over 27 followers just with this content specifically. So this is powerful, right? And if you look at the comments, I tell people to comment a certain keyword, right? And that's oil. And this is me getting them into my world. These are my leads because when they comment a keyword, I send them a DM to a link to get my free training. And in order to get my free training, they will have to give me their email. So this is powerful. I have so many leads just from piggyback on what's already performing out there. Okay, so that's one example. I'm going to show you a second example I have is this girl, a girl who shows off her haircut tool to Shark Tank, and she mentioned that she all started from YouTube. This itself has over 6,000 likes, 751 comments, 797 shares, 1.6 thousand saves, and this one alone gave me 48 followers. All right. And again, the comments are just going well. All the leads, these are all my leads wanting more info on how I get started. Okay. So how do we do this? One way to do it is just scroll. I scroll all the single time. And if I come across one that I absolutely love and I feel like, okay, I can stitch this back to my niche. And I like it when there has like 1 million likes. That's a good sign. Let me see. And usually, let's say, for example, if I see one that I really like and I save it, um, then I'm just going to show you an example of how you can save content. So 1 second. Let's just go back on this one. Okay. The way to save it is just click on this three dots and then save right here. Okay. Once you save it, you can save on a specific album that, let's say, if you share with yourself or some other people, but it doesn't matter because once you are ready, so that's how I operate, right? I would scroll, save, scroll, save, scroll, save, and on the day that I want to create content or batch content, I would just go to this three hamburger menu, and I go on the saved icon, and boom, right there. So let's say if I want to use this one to piggyback, to stitch, I'm going to do is just go to this airplane icon, copy the link, and go to Safari or Chrome, doesn't matter. But what you need to type in the search bar, it's snapinsta.to. Okay. Snap Insta for Instagram, Snap Tick for TikTok. Snap Tick might be something else, like maybe not .to. Snap Tick, maybe it's app, but usually I just go with the whatever it shows me at the top. Okay, so it's Snap Tick Kim. But in this case, we're going to be Snap Insta. And then the first one that shows up, that's what I go for. And because this is a free website, there's a lot of ads. So just close them. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go to the paste Instagram URL, paste it right here, click download, close out all the ads. So I'm going to close this and then I'm going to scroll down. Okay. Download video right there, close the ads, click download video as again. And then this blue button here is it basically tell you that it is ready to download. So I'll click download again. And then from there, I'm going to choose the one that I just downloaded. And it's not done yet because you have to click on this section to save it in your album. And now you have it in your album. You can basically piggyback on it. So usually I like to create a talking head video from this type of content. And the way I would do so is go to TikTok because TikTok has this filter that I like. It's basically this filter right there. It's very subtle. For my girls out there, if you're worried about like your imperfections, like I do, this is the perfect platform to do and put perfect filter because let me just show you with and without difference. Okay, this is right now, it has a filter. If I take it out, it looks like this without the filter. As you can see more of my imperfections, my acne, my scars, even my fine lines, they kind of make it more subtle. So that's how I would do it. I would just basically record one sentence at a time. This is your sign to get started with digital marketing, or I can't believe people would sacrifice their work-life balance just so da 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 da. So say so one sentence at a time, and then you can even the way that TikTok does it is this is your sign to get started with digital marketing, or I can't believe people would I so I this is your sign to get started with. So I just click this icon right here, all right, so that you can add, click on plus, add that stitch video right here. Okay, and there you have it. Maybe you want to like just to this part and then boom. Okay, you even can mention like the beginning, like stitch coming. So that's it. And then you can download, you can post it here, and then you can repurpose it on Instagram as well. So that's all I'm going to share. I hope this is helpful.